Alrighty, welcome back to Derail Valley. We're here in the harbor and town, and last time we went to get our shunting license. So I'm just gonna show off a little bit about what's going on here in the harbor and town. So in my mouse, there it is. So here you can see the chemical section, and this is basically where we parked our train already. It's still here, loaded up and all that, which is good because we're gonna come back to that in a later date or at a later point in this video. So basically this is the chemical section where usually everyone and everything drops off their chemical business. Here you have the roundhouse, which is full of other trains and locomotives. We're just going to... So once we get the licenses for these, and we're able to take them from here. And of course this one we already have. That's where, over there with the ship and all the cranes, is where all the containers and basically all the random goods get unloaded. That's right here. Here you can see there's some chemicals that are not correctly placed, some fuels that are not correctly placed because they belong over there with the silos and the round explodey things. But as you can see here, like, there's scrap metal which is probably ready for a transport going to the steel mill, and some empty cars that are waiting, two sets of empty cars that are waiting to get loaded and prepared for transport. Here we have one of the shunting yards where we can see three more sets of cars waiting for filling, and probably some more that are waiting for... This one is waiting for unloads, this one is waiting for transport. This is a freight hall, FH. This is the passenger yard. May they ever add it. I really do hope so, they will. And then here we have the big main yard, where the middle one usually is always clear so that you can pass through. Usually is, not always, because sometimes you get jobs to put it on this one, but on this middle one here. But most of the times when you enter the harbor and town, or whichever location that has a big shunt yard, and sometimes they consist of only 3 tracks, and sometimes they exceed even this. Although I think this is the biggest one in the game currently, but in real life, of course, they can be a lot bigger. So this is mainly where everything is waiting to get, or to get that way, or of course the way we came in. As we came in, coming here behind the roundhouse over there, came in over this track, going in here, parked there. And here we have the little station. Now there's a little aspect about this game that I haven't told you guys about. Not yet, at least, and I hope most of you already know it, but I'm just gonna explain it for those who don't. Here we have a little shop. And inside this shop, yes, I'm in free cam mode. Here you have a couple things on the board. A shovel, a lighter, pocket watch, flashlight, lantern, cassette. These will vary per location. Every major location, meaning like this is a major location, it's a big harbor and city in one. Then if we're going into first person mode, we're going to take the map For example, like places like the steel mill, they don't have that. They just don't have it. But if we're going to look at City Southwest, that's right here. Sorry, it has one. Machine factory in town. It has one. You can see it by the blue dots here. Now this one, I think it's food factory. It has one. It has one. Goods factory has one. And that's basically all the locations. Now there are some collectors items you can buy in them, like there's a couple keys in there. One is for a hand cart that you can travel between locations, and it's located in a barn somewhere around here, I think. And there's a caboose as well. It's somewhere down here located. I know where they're exactly located, but not gonna spoil the fun. So basically, yeah, they have unique items at every location and some general items. As you saw, the shovel and the lighter and the lantern are probably the shovel and the lighter. They're basic in every location, because if you're going for the steam locomotive, those are necessities. Alright, so as you can see here, I already sorted out what I can and cannot do. Everything I could not do was... This is not everything, by the way, but most of it has already recycled, I think. Unless they drop behind. No, everything else has already despawned. So these are the jobs I am able to do. Now, like I said, we were going to do some shunting. And I'm thinking of doing this one because that's the one we brought in. And we're still coupled to this one. So basically it's one drop off, and we already know that it's one pickup. So we have to pick it up and we have to put it on a loading rail, and then we have to put it in another yard where it will be waiting for another shunting job to fill the cars again with a different material, and then to be able to turn it into a freight haul, or it will turn into a logistical haul. So basically how this works is like it's a full economy, right? It's a freight haul at... It was a freight haul at here at the steel mill. We brought it all the way coming here, like this. We took the road, we brought it here. Now it's here. It was a freight haul here. Now here it became a shunt job. Now, as from a shunt job, you have to put it probably somewhere here. That's the loading track, because I already know this game quite well. So the loading track is about here, I think. And then after you load or unload, in this case, the cars, you will put it in one of these 3 tracks, or one of these 3 yards here. Well, the middle one is pretty much off limits because that's the passenger track we were looking at back over there. So then it's this one or this one, and considering that it's going to be empty cars, we're probably going to put it in this one or somewhere along here, because there's a little bit of a shunt yard over here as well. Now, we haven't touched up on this part here, and that's for good reason. Because, okay, I will go back into free cam. That's something completely different. It's the military part. And I am not... Don't know if I'm able to go in free cam mode. Oh, I am. That's great. Alright, so this is the military part. I did not expect I was able to do this, but yeah. Like I said last time, there's different tiers as well here, and these are basically general supplies, and I think nuclear waste. Not quite sure what it is, but it has the nuclear symbol on it, so I think it's going to be nuclear waste or nuclear materials. Not quite sure. But these cars are either supplies or they are ammunition. But if you're going further on, let's get back into the map. Like up here somewhere, here, military base, there will be like nuclear bombs and stuff like that. Let's get into this one. It says 72 minutes for the bonus time. I will more than easily make that, so not concerned about getting it or not getting it. Alright. Pick it up at C2 inbound, bring it to D7L, and then end it in D5S. Alright. And D5S is D5 shunt yard. Let's put it away, then take off the handbrake, get in the loco, start there, put it back, this one, right? Because we're going that way. We are looking at the front. Everything is still coupled. All right. And let's go. Now we're moving. Now, because we're shunting, we don't need to push a lot of power. But it does look like I did a little bit too much last time. Did I actually put more than one handbrake? I did not, right? Right? I did. Apparently. Alright. So I was being more safe than necessary. Now this should go a lot easier. It does. Alright, what I like to do is usually be from here and then I'll guide it all from here with the remote control. But in order for that, you need the remote control, and I don't have the remote control. That's the whole point. So I'm just letting it go, letting it do its thing for now. And since we're basically just going in straight and then coming out straight, going in straight again, because we're probably going to have a shunt job after with the same intentions. Now we could have taken this one, but I'm preparing ahead. So I'm going all the way back to where I came from. I'm just preparing ahead for that we have to back it out again and bring it into another shunt yard again later. We have to go from D7L to D5S, and then from D5S later, and then in the second job back to D7L, and then to where it actually has to go for a transport job. I am probably already long past that switch. I am. I was not paying attention, just keeping myself as much along this side as possible. Yes, so we're going to the inside. That's the shunt yard. I showed you. Over there is the passenger yard. Then 7L is this one. To move it over, we're going all the way, hugging that track so as far as possible along this ride. Good. Going into D7L, D7 loading, and 5S's. Up against these. All right. And unload. As you can see, all the rails have been unloaded. We are now going to turn back, release the brakes, and as you can see, we will probably be able to move a lot easier. Oh yeah, we can move a lot easier now. So in order, because they are going to attach to those probably, I'm going to turn them around anyway. So I'm going all the way back to where I came from. In the meantime, I'm going to set the switches here. Was actually correct. There. My road here is already set. What I am going to do is I'm going to pull back all the way until past that switch and come backwards over this track and go in there. Oh nice, a watchtower. Or, no, it's a coal tower, sorry. Alright, brakes. Change the switch. Change the direction. Slowly release the brakes. And give it beans. But not too much beans, of course, because otherwise... Did you see how fast that one jumped up? So we will now roll back into the track where we were on. And we're back at square 2, actually, because we already lost the load. Did not lose it, we unloaded. We are looking to be past that switch. So I can already start applying the brakes. That switch will be set over. Check if we're already past it. We are. So then we can put it in reverse and hit it. This should bring us over there where we need to be. Don't leave the speed out of your eyesight. Now I'm going to be all the way back here for the whole ride, just to make sure everything goes well. And if you're not sure, there's this little handle here. I will show you a little trick by the time we get there, because I don't think we will slow down enough to safely lock on to the other consist that's already there. We can pop this handle to make the train slow down really fast. Now I know I forgot to honk the horn so many times before already. But it's a game, come on, leave me alone a little bit. I do not think wheels like that should be doing things like that. Alright, anyway. I will have my switching device ready. We should be in the clear going that way. So I do not need this one anymore. I'm waiting. I passed the switch. Now, oh no, I'm at the back all the way at such a long train. How will I make it back? Oh no, we're going to have a collision. Pop. You will release the brakes right after, so be quick. If you still have your power on it, but it's a quick way to brake. And now we have touched the other consist. And since we are strong enough, we can put power on, keep moving and push it in. Push, push, push. Keep an eye on the temperature, but we're pushing. And we have to wait until our consist is completely in. Push it, push it, push it. And we are in. We will put on the handbrake. We will put it in neutral. Put on the handbrake on this one. And we will kill the engine. Then we can take our job, D5S. Everything is completed. Oh, come on. And we can put it back into the validator. Money! So we're done. That's a shunting job. And now, as you can see, it became a logistical haul. And I am not able to do logistical haul. So that was it. That's shunting. And that concludes the video, guys. So I realize it's a little bit of a shorter one. Just let me know how it goes if you like the shorter format, or if you rather have the little bit longer one. Now, I've done a short job, shunting job, a little bit of explaining. Would you just like just a job and then call it quits, or I don't know what fits your schedule best. So let me know in the comments down below, and I hope you have a great night. Goodbye.